The First Lady of Nigeria just told over 200 million Nigerians to go and fry Akara. And Nigeria has not recovered since. This is today's briefcase. Let's open it. On Wednesday, June 25, 2026, First Lady Oluremi Tinubu was speaking at the second quarter meeting of the Renewed Hope Initiative with wives of state governors at the State House in Abuja. She was explaining how the government had been giving grants, not loans, to support small businesses. And then she said these words that have set the entire country on fire. She said, to start Akara business doesn't take a lot of money. To start roasting corn, or somebody even said kuli-kuli, doesn't take much. We didn't give them a loan, we gave it to them as a grant. We have encouraged Nigerians as best as we could. That was it. Those few sentences. And within hours, Nigeria exploded. Now before we break this down, let me be very clear about something. Akara sellers are hardworking Nigerians. Kuli-kuli sellers are hardworking Nigerians. Roasted corn sellers are hardworking Nigerians. There is dignity in every honest labor. Nobody, and I mean nobody, should look down on anyone who hustles to feed their family. That is not what this conversation is about. What this conversation is about is something much deeper. It is about what kind of vision the people sitting in Aso Rock have for this country and its citizens. And that is where the problem lies. Let us talk about who made these comments. This is not a comment from a local government councillor. This is not a comment from a minor government official. This is the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The wife of the man who sits in Aso Rock. The woman who travels with state-funded convoys, whose medical bills are paid by Nigerian taxpayers, who has access to the best of everything this country produces, standing in front of cameras, and telling Nigerian women, whose children graduated from universities, whose sons studied engineering and medicine and law, to go and sell Akara. In 2026. And this is where Arise TV anchor Rufai Oseni said something that stopped the entire country. He asked one simple question: if selling Akara is such good advice, why didn't she start? He said other women should not aspire to become First Lady, they should just start selling Akara. And that one line said everything that millions of Nigerians were feeling but could not put into words. DJ Switch was equally direct. She said, while other nations are creating infrastructures to develop their people, you want us to sell kuli-kuli? And she is right to ask that question. In 2026, South Korea is building semiconductor factories. Singapore is training its citizens in artificial intelligence. The United Arab Emirates is sending astronauts to space. Rwanda is building drone delivery systems. And the First Lady of Nigeria's response to her citizens' economic pain is, go and fry Akara. Actor Kunle Remi put it bluntly. He said, other nations have natural disasters. Nigeria has leadership disaster. That line has been shared across every social media platform in Nigeria since Thursday. Now let us hear from regular Nigerians. Because this is not just a celebrity conversation. A young man on X wrote, so after graduating with second class in electrical engineering, Remi Tinubu said I should start selling roasted corn. God, I ask again, what is my offense? Another wrote, an oil-producing nation should not be discussing kuli-kuli and Akara as a means of survival. And another, people don't realize how depressing it is to hear our First Lady say this in 2026. These people sit on billions of naira, yet they keep the populace poor, so they can hand out palliatives in exchange for votes. Now to be fair, the government has defenders. Ahmed Bola, responding to the backlash, said the First Lady was simply reminding Nigerians that there is dignity in labor. He said, what Senator Oluremi Tinubu is saying is simple. If you don't have a job, create one. There is dignity in labor. No honest means of livelihood should be looked down upon. He argued that many Nigerians who criticize this advice are willing to do the same jobs abroad. And that is not a completely wrong point. Many Nigerians in the diaspora work in restaurants, drive taxis, and do all kinds of physical labor, and they are proud of it. But here is where the defense falls apart completely. The argument is not that Akara selling is beneath anyone. The argument is about context. It is about the gap between the government promises and the government's advice. Because this is the same government that came to power in 2023, promising to fix the economy, promising electricity for all Nigerians, promising to create jobs, promising to grow industries. This is the same government that removed fuel subsidy, watched the naira collapse, watched inflation rise to over 30% in food categories, watched the price of a bag of rice go from 18,000 naira to over 80,000 naira. And now, after all of that, the best economic advice, coming from the highest office in the land, for the men and women of Nigeria, is go and fry Akara. Let us talk about the real numbers, because figures do not lie even when politicians do. The National Bureau of Statistics puts Nigeria's unemployment and underemployment rate at devastating levels. Over 130 million Nigerians live below the multidimensional poverty line. The average price of petrol has surged to over 1,500 naira per litre in many regions. A 50-litre car tank now costs close to 80,000 naira to fill. Think about that. 80,000 naira, just to fill a tank. Meanwhile, the national minimum wage, even after the recent increase, cannot fill that same tank twice in a month. And the First Lady's solution to all of that is start a kuli-kuli business. Now here is the political angle that every Nigerian must understand. Because this is not just an emotional story. This statement has massive implications for 2027. Peter Obi immediately used this moment to remind Nigerians of the government's failure. The opposition across every party is sharing this video everywhere. APC supporters are on the defensive. And ordinary Nigerians who voted for Tinubu in 2023, who believed in the renewed hope agenda, are now publicly questioning whether they made the right choice. Because here is what happened. The Renewed Hope initiative was supposed to be the First Lady's legacy project. It was supposed to show that the Tinubu administration cared about ordinary Nigerians. And instead, in one press conference, with one statement about Akara and kuli-kuli, that entire narrative collapsed. Not because what she said was evil, but because it revealed, more clearly than any opposition attack could ever reveal, exactly how disconnected the people at the top are from the people at the bottom. When Marie Antoinette was told the French people had no bread, she allegedly said, "Let them eat cake." History judged her for that. Today in Nigeria, when the people are crying under the weight of food prices, food inflation, unemployment, and insecurity, the response from Aso Rock is, "Let them fry Akara." And every Nigerian watching knows, in their bones, that this is not the response of a government that truly understands their pain. This is the bottom line. Nigeria is not a poor country. Nigeria sits on some of the largest oil reserves in the world. Nigeria has the largest population of black people on earth. Nigeria has brilliant engineers, doctors, programmers, artists, entrepreneurs, who are doing extraordinary things in other countries, because this country has failed to build the infrastructure, the institutions, and the vision that would allow them to thrive at home. The problem is not that Nigerians need to be told to work harder. The problem is that the people at the top have for too long confused survival with prosperity. And until the leaders of this country start dreaming bigger for their people, Nigeria will keep exporting its best minds and importing poverty. Drop your comments below. Do you think the First Lady's advice was genuine encouragement, or a sign that the government has no real plan for Nigeria's economy? And if you graduated from a Nigerian university, tell me in the comments what you were told you would become versus what the economy has handed you. I want to hear every single story. Hit subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.